Go ahead and sit on the gun. All right. Unnecessary and awesome. All right. So just to further reemphasize how forgeable this map is, David Allen, if you would so kindly. Just delete that guy. There you go. All right, I'm gonna ditch him for a little bit. Now, as you can see, this is Blood Gulch in all of its glory. It's actually the bases are designed after Blood Gulch from Halo 1. The geometry was taken straight from Halo 2 and then up-resed, so the terrain's a lot nicer, but it's based on coagulation. And all right, so. I think I've talked enough about Blood Gulch. Should we finally go beyond the canyon? So what is beyond the canyon? The majority of the map. So now that the ruse is up, Blood Gulch, or Hemorrhage rather, is a map variant of a much larger map that we call Forge World. Forge World is a series of unique spaces, some of which based on previous maps, some of them brand new to Halo, that we designed specifically for users to work within Forge. Right in front of me, you are seeing what we call the island. I assume you can tell why. The island is a rather large, great for like 16-player games style map. It's kind of bent so you can play like Sidewinder style map setups. You see David Allen down there driving around. Just for a sense of scale, how far away I am from the actual island there. That's a warthog. It's worth pointing out that we've built a ton of objects for Forge World. Forge World actually has, you saw the bases are all Forge pieces in Blood Gulch. There's actually about 150 pieces built specifically for this map, specifically for building objects and building bases, building whatever the way you will, the way you'd like to. Let's go over a couple more of the spaces here. This is the rock. Again, we're very creative with the names, the rock, the canyon, the island, Forge World. Up here, this is a nice symmetrical space that has, one open side, so you can build nice symmetrical maps with one, like an open side and a closed side. Oh, I guess you guys want to see down here. Hey. This is the Coliseum. The space, roughly the same size as the crypt from Sandbox, if you're familiar. A little larger, actually, and we've provided pieces that are perfect for building specifically in here for sectioning off pieces of the map. We've actually built our own Griffball variant that we've play-tested a bunch in here. All right. Since this is kind of the perfect lab for playing around in Forge, figure I'll show you a couple things. So this is the object placement UI. You'll notice it's different from Halo 3. We've kind of broken everything out into more bits. Most of this should be completely familiar. Weapons, spawning objects, objective placement stuff. What is new and is unique to Forge World is this section called Structure. And when I go into here, thank you, David, we see you. One second. Hold on. Come here. All right. I feel better, thank you. All right. So let's go to Structure now. You see an entirely new section of objects specifically built for this map. And these pieces, as you can tell, we have a huge library of pieces that we can go through. And some of them are very simple. Now, as I'm placing this object, you'll notice that instead of the object moving when I move, I actually orbit around the object as long as I hold on to it. The like 24 people in this room just wet themselves. The reason we did this is, well, I mean, we've been watching you guys, and we've seen what you guys have been doing in Forge, and we're extremely impressed, especially because half of the stuff you do is agonizing to actually do in Halo 3 Forge. So our goal is to fly Falcons into the Coliseum. And also, from the beginning, we were... from the beginning, our goal has been to make Forge easier to use. So, for example, I let go of a piece, it stays put. Now, that's only the beginning. The reason that object stayed put is because we actually have multiple physics models that you can apply to an object. So for example, I mean, there's normal, which if I drop it now, behaves correctly. What you saw earlier was fixed, which meant once you let go of it, it stays exactly how you let go of it. And the most exciting one, I think, is called phased physics. And what phased physics allows us to do is actually interpenetrate any object through any object or world geometry. Like so. Did I hear an ask for nudge? You mean like if I grab the object and I hold down on the left stick and I start moving really slow? Or maybe you want even more specific and you want coordinate editing. No, we love you. You see, there's also some other features in here. You're able to set a snap on your rotation. So if you're working within, say, you want to work 30-degree increments, you just start rotating, and it'll move in 30 degrees at a time. And then if you're like, you don't really like the way you position that, let's just start all over. And then you think, this piece actually kind of sucks. Let's just get rid of all the blocks. Gone. I hated that block. So that goes over, just some of the different things you can do with an object. I mean, I'm showing you some really simple objects here, just really nice blocks, but they actually get a lot more complex, from things like this bridge to, oh, you're not supposed to be wooing yet, to actually much larger objects. This one ought to seem fairly familiar to people. Of course, blocks aren't the only thing you're able to place. You saw earlier I was placing a kill ball. David Allen is about to show you guys the power of what we call the vehicle man cannon, excuse me. You're gonna drop a mongoose or something for them there? And I'm gonna completely miss. Oh yeah, you're gonna completely miss and we'll all laugh at you. There it goes. Yes! Oh, he jumped out. Coward. And then, of course, a lot of the things that you were able to place you were able to place in the previous iteration of Forge, such as teleporters.